Aloha everybody, how are you doing today? E como mai. Welcome back to my channel. It's Merissa Indigo with Divine DNA Blueprint. And I wanted to talk about the beautiful energies that are present right now, cosmically speaking and galactically speaking, and with a couple influences from some fabulous ascended masters in the mix. There's a lot of beautiful fertile energy right now for rebirth. It really goes into the spring equinox and the spring energy, this fertility, this pushing up of new growth from the underground of new greenery. And that could be symbolic of so many things. So I wanted to share the energies that are present right now. We're in several different arcs of a completion and a rebirth initiatory cycle. So I just wanted to talk about those really quickly to invite you to work with the energies in your own life and see how they apply as a conscious creator, how you can work with these energies and mold your own life and reality with all the shifts and changes right now. So I'm calling this video initially how to purge consciously from what I'm calling a systemic Stockholm Syndrome. From the old 3D system and way of being and the way that we existed and made money and participated, not really willingly, actually, if we think about it, because we had no choice other than to provide through certain means to make money in order to survive. And so with that shift is kind of like this. You could look at it almost as that phrase, necessary evil, where we had to participate in systems in order to survive. And that was all part of the 3D existence. And what's happening now is a transition away from that. And we're kind of in this void space. Remember, I had that video last year about void space technology and how awkward it can be when we're kind of shifting dimensions and we're trying to find the different touchstones. What's the next step? How do I adapt? And then dealing with everything that comes up in the moment while we shift also, which can be fear and many different elements present right now as we're purging and completing this cycle. So I'm calling this a Stockholm Syndrome as we purge and detox the matrix and all of the cords from our systems. And for me personally, with clients and friends, the largest element I'm seeing of this would be our purging and our detoxification of any of the cords and attachments, bindings to the monetary system, and being afraid in regards to where money is going to come from now. And the specifics. And so I just wanted to address that because it is a legitimate fear, and it's also an ego fear from 3D consciousness. So we're seeing patterns of a Stockholm Syndrome because we are disengaging, from the system forcefully as it is being shut down, as it had to be done with force, because we wouldn't willingly know how to just shut it down and start anew. So the system is collapsing, it is dissolving so that it can be rebirthed for all of us through our own unique contribution and creation as a higher frequency new earth template for all and all of creation. And in that, just like with the definition of Stockholm Syndrome, when you are used to a situation, even if the situation was abusive in a way, or just, compromising. We used to have to compromise our souls to exist and to survive, barely making it. There's still an attachment. There's still a sense of comfort in the old way, even though we know it doesn't serve, and it ultimately really didn't serve from a higher perspective. And yet it is gone. And we're in transition, awaiting the new and asking questions, looking for guidance as to how to create the new. The new will come through you. So this is where I'm going to tie in the energies that are present right now. So we have this huge shift that's happened globally with everyone in isolation so that they can go further within. And we also have the Equinox Stargate, which happened on the 19th on Thursday, and we're still in that Stargate portal right now. And that is a huge cycle of completion and initiating the new. And what does that mean for you in all aspects of your life? So this is a huge opportunity. It's an initiation to release any duality within in regards to your life purpose, your mission, the hows, detaching from needing to know the hows. That's a huge ego control feature that we all have. It takes a long time to surrender the need to know and the need for control, and to replace that with the ability to trust and surrender the soul, and listening to our guidance each step of the way while we can't see where we're going. This is a huge one. So we have the equinox stargate as a portal of opportunity to totally put ourselves on a new trajectory and understand what that means, by sifting and sorting, taking what works and leaving behind any baggage, old story, old identity, any of the density or the heaviness. We're also within the time of Mary Magdalene's feast day, which is kind of, 21st, 22nd of March. So we have Ascended Master Mary Magdalene, who, if you've seen my other videos, or I have a whole mastery course working with her energy of embodying and activating our divine feminine DNA, our crystalline DNA, with the Christos Sophia elements there. We are in her feast day, in her traditional time of celebration and reverence, which also corresponds with the spring equinox. So that's something that you can think about. You've got beautiful support here in initiating the divine feminine into your own life. And what does that mean? We all have the divine feminine and the divine masculine within. It's the yin and the yang energy within. And so how can you embody more of that? Nurturing and generosity and compassion, still having good boundaries, however, but really looking at abundance and all of these elements of the divine feminine. Softness, but still with good boundaries, and finding that balance of firm and soft within, in the psyche, in our actions, our behaviors, and our boundaries. We also have the new moon in Aries happening on the 24th. And so this is actually the astrological new year. So again, we're seeing all of these just stacking up on top of each other, these beautiful cosmic alignments and events for us to really jettison forward. It's like the imagery of a slingshot, we're pulling back to get ready to go boom, forward, just fly forward into an entire new reality. And with this being the astrological new year and the new moon in Aries, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's the pioneer. It can also be the warrior and the spiritual warrior, and being assertive and, taking action. So we're seeing a really neat melding of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies, kind of unifying. This is unity consciousness, or the alchemy within, the hieros gamos, the holy marriage of the polarity within to unify with your own God light. So with this cycle of empowerment, we have the conscious choice to now have our entire reality be our conscious creation. And so I just wanted to invite you into these energies, to sit and to work with them, ask them for guidance, and open your heart and listen to your soul in regards to how you can continue to dismantle the old structures within your own mindset, to free yourself, and to witness with total divine neutrality and no judgment at all any areas where you may have some of the Stockholm Syndrome, and start to disengage from that. Encourage your friends and family to not be afraid that the old is collapsing, and instead, when you're ready, after you've done some processing, transfer and redirect your focus to what can be created now. What is the new? What is new earth? How do you want to contribute to it? What do you want to see? And collectively we can participate through our conscious intention, unified together through our intention in the dream weave, which is where we're using our intention and our conscious thinking and our hearts wide open and our dreaming, our third eye and higher mind faculties unified to work with the plasma that surrounds us, to mold it like clay and create an entire new reality for everyone, for ourselves, and that's highest aligned. So it's helpful to release the fear, witness it as it arises, allow it to go through you, honor it, just don't get stuck in it, of course. You want to have balance, and witness it, allow it to come through you and out, and then when you feel the emptiness from that, come back into center and start to create. When you're in the divine neutrality and you can start to get into the magic and the blissful and the divine imaginative realms, that's your portal into creation. So I just wanted to invite you into those places and spaces. If you have any questions, always please let me know. I love hearing from you guys. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. It really means a lot. And it's really exciting to get to be here more consistently, and things come through and I remember them so that I can share them with you. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Oh, and sorry, I forgot one other thing. So today's the 22nd. So we have that beautiful numerology of the 22, which is the Master Builder codes again. So this is kind of building up cyclically. I just see like concentric circles just like compounding on one another and enhancing the energy, magnetizing the energy for us to work with, but working with the Master Builder codes, because this is the time. We are completing a cycle. It's a circle. The end is the beginning. This is the new golden age. What do you want it to look like, be like, feel like? What feels highest aligned for everyone? Look where there are any resistances or duality or belief systems within that say, oh no, that can't be, or no, that's too outrageous. If it's of love and purity and highest light and no ego, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's your creation, as long as it's coming from a pure space, a higher source, higher self space. So today is a beautiful opportunity to embody on another level the Master Builder codes with all of this cosmic support that we're receiving with these alignments, with the equinox stargate, with the new moon in Aries, and the new astrological year. What will the next 12 months look like for you professionally, personally, for your health, your own interconnection with yourself, your relationships? Really start to map, do a map, even write it down, and sift and sort through any duality within that arises from any of these. Clean house so that you have a whole new temple to work with, mindset-wise and in all ways, to go forward, because this is a beautiful time now to work together to create New Earth. And if you want to comment, what does New Earth look like for you? I saw a really cool project. Can't remember the guy's name, but it's Anarch Eden. And it's like ANARK, Eden, and he had outlined a whole New Earth system, which he went to great depth to really show the levels of which society has to transform from the inside out, through the heart center of each individual person to create these systems that are free from any density and lack consciousness. And it was really wonderful and inspiring to see someone else. I have no idea who he is. I just stumbled across him doing something like that, because that's what I do, and that's what the many communities that I'm involved in, and that's what you guys do, and we do this together as New Earth builders. We are that. So I'm eager to hear, what does it look like for you, or what are things that you would like to see, and we can dream weave together even in the comments. It's really powerful stuff. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon. All right. Aloha.